A sequence is just a list of numbers with a specific rule attaching to it. The general form of an arithmetic sequence is this: A, A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, and so on and so forth. An example of an arithmetic sequence is as follows: 3n plus 1 from n equaling 1 to 5. So this is just some special notation to show that we are creating a sequence. So to create this sequence, we just go and we plug all of these values into n. So 3 into 1 plus 1, 3 into 2 plus 1, 3 into 3 plus 1, 3 into 4 plus 1, and 3 into 5 plus 1. And now we can go and work this out. So 3 times 1 is 3 plus 1 is 4. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7. 3 times 3 is 9 plus 1 is 10. 3 times 4 is 12 plus 1, which is 13. And then 3 times 5 is 15 plus 1, which is 16. So this is our sequence. Notice that in this sequence, every term is separated by the number 3. So plus 3, 4 plus 3 is 7, 7 plus 3 is 10, 10 plus 3 is 13, and 13 plus 3 is 16. This 3 over here is known as the constant difference. The first number of our sequence, which is 1 over here because it's defined as 1, when plugged into the sequence, is known as the first term, which is also known as A. This all comes together in the formula for an arithmetic sequence. En is equal to A plus n minus 1 all multiplied by d. As you will recall, d is our constant difference, which in this case is 3, and our first term, which is a, which is in this case 4. And when we combine all of this, we get Tn is equal to 4 plus n minus 1 all multiplied by 3. Therefore, Tn will equal to 4 plus 3 multiplied by n is 3n. 3 multiplied by -1 is -3. Therefore, Tn is equal to 3n 4 minus 3, which is plus 1. And you'll notice what we have here is what I defined our sequence to be over here. Let's try another example. So if you have the numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and so on, you can notice immediately that this is an arithmetic sequence. The first term of the sequence is 2, which is t1, which is equal to a, our first term. And every term after that is when we add 2. So 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 plus 2 is 8, 8 plus 2 is 10, and so on. So therefore, A is equal to 2, and D is also equal to 2. Now let's plug this into our general formula. Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 D. So we know Tn is equal to A, which is 2 plus n minus 1, all into D, which is also 2. And now we can just expand this. This is basic grade 8 expansion. So 2 plus 2 times n is 2n. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. And therefore, this 2 and this 2 cancel. Therefore, Tn is equal to 2n. Notice something special about this sequence is that it generates all of our what do you call them? Even numbers greater than 0. Great. Now imagine if I ask you, let's generate a general formula for all of our odd numbers greater than 0. So what would those be? Our odd numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and so on. Okay, how would we start this problem? The first thing you have to notice is what is the first term. This is our first term, which is Tn, which is equal to A, which is equal to 1. And now let's try and find a constant difference. 1 plus something is 3, which is the same as 3 minus 1, which is plus 2. 5 minus 3 plus 2, or 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 plus 2, 7, 8, 9. Plus 2, 9. Plus 2 is 11. Therefore, our constant difference is equal to 2. Now what we do, we plug it into our general formula. Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 multiplied by D. So Tn is equal to A, our first term, which is 1, plus n minus 1 multiplied by D, and our D value is 2. Again, this is grade 8 expansion. So Tn is equal to 1 plus 2 times n is 2n. And then 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. Therefore, Tn is equal to 2n. 1 minus 2 is minus 1. So this is the formula for a sequence that will generate all of the odd numbers. Uh, a very important property to know for our arithmetic sequences is this. So T2 minus T1 is always equal to T3 minus T2, which is always equal to T4 minus T3, and so on and so forth. These are all equal, and this is what generates our constant difference. Let's try an exam problem. This is from the IEB 2025 paper 1. So what does it say? We are given the sequence 8, 5, 2, -1, and so on and so forth. So question 1 is write down a general formula for the sequence. So we know that would be in the form Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 all multiplied by d. Our first term over here is 8, which is our A, and our constant difference, we can work this out. 8 plus something is 5. So now our constant difference will be negative. So how we do this is we just say T2 minus T1. So this is -3 because 8 minus 3 is 5. Now if we do that again, 5 minus 3 is 2, and then 2 minus 3 is 1. So therefore our constant difference is -3, which we will sub in place of d. So now we can say Tn is equal to 8 plus n minus 1 multiplied by -3. Tn will equal to 8 plus -3 times n is -3n, and then -3 times -1 is +3. Therefore, Tn will equal to -3, 8 plus 3, that is a +11, and this is your final answer.